BBC investigation into the care of the elderly in Kenya has uncovered the mistreatment and neglect of vulnerable residents at a care home near the country's capital, Nairobi. Kenyans, like citizens of many countries across Africa, are increasingly seeking outside support for their aging relatives. But even with the Kenyan government standards and guidelines governing care homes, there is a growing fear that in some cases, the last thing elderly people do receive is care. And Jerry Mwangi tells us more.
In the next 30 years, the African elderly population is projected to triple from 75 million to 235 million. Its growth will be faster than in any other region in the world. But what kind of care are our elderly actually receiving? BBC Africa Eye began to hear worrying stories about mistreatment at one care home near Nairobi, the Thogoto Care Home for the Aged. Local media filmed here in 2020. The manager, Jane Gaturu, presented an image of a safe haven.
Every old person is your shosho, is your granny.
This facility, which is home to around 50 residents, was set up by the Women's Guild of the local branch of the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, but is managed independently. During our investigation, staff admitted to abuse at the home.
We beat him, and that's what calms him down.
Here is what happened to one resident who was found wandering outside the perimeter fence.
Hit her on the buttocks.
Our investigators found more evidence of neglect, with some residents forced to eat off the table with no support from carers.
If you don't get someone to feed you and with you shaking, will you sleep hungry?
If I don't get some help, I will sleep hungry. What can I do?
One staff member alleges a lack of support at mealtimes has had deadly consequences.
Many have died of hunger here. They deny them lunch and dinner, all because they don't make time to come and feed them.
We also found evidence of medical conditions being left untreated. This elderly man, who we are calling Mwangi, is suffering with a skin problem.
I'm feeling pain. Too much. Too much. I'm feeling like I'm burning.
But despite his condition, Mwangi says he is not getting the care he needs. And after weeks without treatment, he tells our reporter he is still in pain.
It is so painful, especially when I bend like this.
You really need to go to hospital. When you talk to Jane about it, what does she say?
She keeps promising that there are people coming, but they never come.
We put the allegations to the manager of the home, Jane Gaturu, who told us that the home always observes the rule of law and does not condone any form of brutality towards residents. She said those who struggle to eat are given priority assistance, and any allegations that medical condition is not provided are lies and malice. We also showed some of our undercover recordings to the Kenya government's principal secretary responsible for social protection.
We are going to do spot checks on various private homes and see as to whether they meet the standards that they should be having.
Over a month after we first spoke to him, Mwangi, the man with the skin condition, did get treated in hospital with help from his family.
Look at my skin. It's better.
Some of the stories we heard were shocking. And whilst good care facilities do exist in Kenya, are there many other elderly people suffering silently in homes where there is neither care nor love?